Life with 202. Let's go. Hi, friends. Oh, gosh, bring it in. All right, so I shared a video yesterday. It was raw audio of what was going on in my home. And while I'd say about 80% of the feedback has been supportive and understanding, I was really surprised by the amount of negativity. Now, if you go look at the comments on those videos, you're not likely going to see them because this is my page. And when I look back on my work, I don't want to see that shit. So lots of those comments have been deleted. Some people have been blocked, but I walked away with this one conclusion that I want to apologize to you guys. I'm sorry to anybody who wasn't mothered with patience. I know that your mom did the absolute best that she could. And as a parent, that's just a risk that we take. We really don't know how we're going to show up in motherhood until we're actually there. And I think sometimes our own healing journey and where we're at on that timeline can determine how we show up in different phases of motherhood. I don't know that I've always been this patient, but I know that in every stage of motherhood, I've given my children the absolute best that I have. And some days that might be me in the corner crying. And other days that's me dancing to Sexy Red in the kitchen while I make dinner. On all of those days, I know that I love my children with every fiber of my being. In those videos, you see baby Anthony crying, not because he's just bad, but he's teething. He's getting his molar, which hurt like a bitch. He was also hungry, and while he can say plenty of words, he doesn't fully understand how to communicate something yet. My heart broke when I saw some of the suggestions that people were typing, especially the ones that were telling me to physically hurt him simply because he was crying. I don't know what your stance is on spanking or not spanking, and quite frankly, it's none of my business, but I'll never agree with hitting a child that's not able to verbalize their need because they're crying. In my house, we don't get in trouble for crying. To the hundreds of nasty comments that I had of people telling me that I should have gotten rid of one of them because they were crying. Like, that's honestly the part of the internet that I hate. Like, that one of my kids don't deserve to live because it just so happens they were crying at the same time. It's just disgusting. And I don't cry because they hurt my feelings. It just hits me in the gut sometimes. Like, how could you say that? All I've ever wanted to be was a mother. And when I look at my 14-year-old and think about the fact that she might not have had the opportunity to live just because I was scared of a little crying, whew. In the totality of their life, these moments are so small, and I'm doing the best that I can.